are back with another episode of the Nspire U Network. We're at the Prestige Event Center at 7054 Howes Ferry Road, and I have with me Miss Hillary Rodriguez from the Rape Crisis Center, which is a division of Lifeline's Counseling Center. Hillary, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell us what your role is at the Rape Crisis Center.
So I am victim advocate and volunteer coordinator. So I am responsible for recruiting our volunteers and training them to become advocates so we can have 24/7 coverage for crisis line and hospital calls.
Okay, and tell us about some of the services that are available through the Rape Crisis Center.
Yeah, absolutely. So we try to be there every step of the way after somebody has been affected by sexual assault. A lot of times it starts with them calling into the crisis line after they've been assaulted and they don't know what to do. So we can offer them guidance through the crisis line. Then we will go to the hospital with them as they have the forensic exam done. We are with them for the law enforcement interviews if they choose to go through the legal process. We are there to refer them to counseling. We're there to see them not only get through the trauma, but to see them excel in their life. We take a very holistic approach because we want to see them doing more than just okay. We want to see them finding that sense of normalcy and control in their life again.
Okay, okay. And speaking on the legal side, I saw where you have a service called court accompaniment.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So victim survivors can be as involved in the court process as they'd like. A lot of times what happens is they'll go to grand jury and we will go with them, and that entails them going in and kind of telling their story to the grand jury, and the jury decides if there's enough evidence for it to go to trial or for it to go forward. And if it does, some victim survivors, they want to be there for bond hearings, they would like to be there for the sentencing, arraignment. Some want to be there for all of it, some want to be there for none of it, but as much as they'd like to, we're going to be there for them so they don't have to face that by themselves.
Okay, okay. And I think that's great because I think the biggest thing when something like this happens to someone, they are so afraid to tell someone. You know, whether it's guilt, whether it's shame, whether they're afraid, you know, that, you know, the person may come back after them. So having that support, I'm sure, is very helpful to a lot of these people that come through. And I can imagine that you see a lot of people coming through that need your services. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And it extends not only to the victim survivors, the ones who were directly affected by the sexual assault, but to their friends and family as well. Because when that happens to a loved one, you know, that hurts you very deeply as well. So we're able to offer those services to friends and family members also so they can move forward through it.
Okay, okay. And what is the Promise Initiative about? You mentioned that briefly. What is that about?
Yeah, back in 2015, I believe it was, so there was a very, very large backlog of sexual assault kits that were not getting tested for many different reasons. Some of it was the officers just simply not believing the victims, so they just kind of tossed the kit to the side and never really did anything with it. Several kits were being stored in very unsanitary ways so that it was affecting the evidence of the kits. So it was discovered, I believe it was in Detroit is where it started, and they started an initiative so that they would no longer be stored that way. Okay. So it became this very, very large program, and Mobile was actually one of the very first grantee sites to get approved to do it, which established the Family Justice Center at the Rape Crisis Center. So now we have the sex crimes detectives housed in the same location as us, which is such a big deal because before people would have to go to police stations to report their assault. And I mean, as you can imagine, you go to a police station, you feel like you're in trouble and that you did something wrong. It's uncomfortable, and you're already anxious and nervous and having to try to recall such a traumatic event in such a pretty much traumatic setting. It wasn't really bringing out the results that you would want. So the Family Justice Center was established, and now they have completely caught up the backlog here in Mobile. I think they were testing kits all the way back from 82 forward.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's get personal, because when we met, you know, you shared with me that you had been molested. So please share with us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, I am a survivor of sexual assault. I was 11 years old when I was raped, and that's a large reason of why I'm in the line of work that I am. It was really, really difficult. It was somebody that I knew and somebody that I trusted. They came over whenever my mom wasn't home and forced their way inside. And just having to deal with it after that, going to school and having people know about it was really hard. And the justice system kind of failed me as well. They had a taped confession from the guy and they still didn't indict. Come to find out later on, the district attorney who was over my case was later found in possession of child pornography.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So all of that was just incredibly difficult. It affected me for a very, very long time.
I'm sure.
So it kind of got to the point where I knew if I could make it even slightly easier for somebody else to go through that, then that's what I wanted to do.
Right. Well, I commend you because I know that had to be very difficult for you. So I commend you for your courage, to be able to stand up and say, I'm going to help somebody else who has suffered from the same thing, that I have, because, a lot of people just go into a shell. So, again, I'm almost at a loss for words because I'm looking at you and you're smiling and you're happy and you look healthy. So it's obvious that you've been through the healing process, and that's great because there are a lot of women out there that have not reached that point, and this has happened to them for years and years. So please give us contact information for those people, women or men, who may be dealing with this situation and just don't know where to go to get help.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a 24/7 crisis line. People can call anytime. It's 251-473-7273, and you'll always be able to reach an advocate, and they'll be there to offer guidance and support for whatever you may be going through. Our website is lifelinesmobile.org. I want to say that taking the first step in your healing process is so very important. And for those who do want to help and get involved, you can always reach out to me. My email is hrodriguez@lifelinesmobile.org. We are always in need of advocates because you would be blown away by how often it occurs in our community.
I can imagine.
There's a lot of work to be done. We've come a really long way, but we still have a long ways to go.
Well, thank you for being a part of that work.
Yeah,
thank you for sharing with us today. We really appreciate having you.
Absolutely. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. Please, if you are in a situation or know anyone who is in a situation where they have been molested, please reach out to the Rape Crisis Center. It's a sensitive issue, but it's a very important issue, and we want to help with that. Stay tuned for more from the Nspire U Network.
Don't miss the Gulf Coast Challenge featuring the Alabama A&M Bulldog and the Central State Marauder. Saturday, September 28th at Lad Peoples Stadium. Tickets on sale now. The Gulf Coast Challenge, powered by the Mobile Sports Authority.
Smalls Mortuary offers pre-arrangement planning that gives you the peace of mind in knowing that your family will celebrate your life in the manner that you desire. Smalls Mortuary and Cremation Services. Large enough to serve you, yet small enough to appreciate your business.
We are back. Thanks for joining us. It's widely pretty much accepted that you have 4 seasons in a year: winter, spring, summer, and fall. But here in the South, we do things a little different. You have spring, summer, then football season. And that's what we're here to talk about right now. Joining me, I have Jack Jackson from the 251 Athlete and Darren Patterson, freelance reporter here in the area. How you guys doing?
All right, how you doing there, Al?
Well, football season is upon us, Darren.
Absolutely.
And 2019 is pretty much right here. Let's take a quick look back at 2018. What are some of the impressions you had from some of the teams last year?
I'm just glad to see. I don't know what I do 6 months out of the year.
Right.
So last year was really interesting. Of course, everybody will always talk about how Viger ended on the 25 with just a little bit of time left and had a chance to do it. Saraland is going to be better again. They were right there. St. Paul's, stepped into 6A. Now they've got 1 year of 6A under their belt, so they should be figuring this thing out. You got new people at Blount and Viger, but they're still going to be Blount and Viger. Williamson has people out now. Williamson had the injury bug that hit them hard last year.
Gotcha.
Now they got people back, and Coach Sumter is just too excited.
I know.
Yeah.
Jack, talk about UMS Wright. They captured another title, and even Flomaton made a run to the state championship last year and got a title as well.
Yes, they did. Of course, you can expect that from UMS Wright. You know, it's a program that's bred, excellence and, determination for us on the field. And coach expect a whole lot of it out of his players, So I didn't think it was a shocker that UMS Wright made it there, you know. And I actually see them getting back there this year.
Okay. Darren talked about Viger last year. It was their first time knocking off Blunt in maybe 4 or 5 years, and you could say it was the year of the Wolf for the Wolves last year. But they lost about 20 players. So moving forward into this year, what are you looking at or expecting out of the Wolves there?
It's gonna be tough for them. I think Coach Scott will get them where they need to be as far as with the athletes that they have. I don't think personally that they're gonna make it back to what they did. I think they have a good shot of making it deep into the playoff. But I don't see them making it all the way where they did with some of the players or all the athletes that they lost.
I got you. Darren, last year had a lot of coaches kind of exit out, some even in the middle of the season. Baker lost their coach, Danny Smith, and Steve Norman stepped in. And we've had some coaches changing going into this season. So a lot of familiar names. Rick Cawley, he's at Davidson now. Was it Rain and Murphy? Got a new guy at Murphy, Rico Jackson. What are your take on some of the new coaching changes in the area?
I like the move with Cawley.
Okay.
I like Cawley going to Davidson. Cawley, he can coach. And he just needs the type of players he needs to put his system in place. I like Cawley. Norman is going to have some real issues at Baker. They're going to be young. I talked to him, and he says, I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
But I told him you got to figure it out quick because you open at Theodore.
That's true.
Yes, so, you will have to figure it out really quickly. Yeah.
Over at LaFleur, the return of Christopher Raymond, former LaFleur coach, Jack, and he is back to lead the Rattlers now.
Yes, that's the last time LaFleur had a winning season when he was there coaching under the guys. So he's back in his community. He says he's been getting out, reaching out to the community itself, not just the student body. So there's a big atmosphere around there in the Thomasville area for the LaFleur Rattlers. And I see them doing pretty good this year.
Talking with Jack Jackson and Darren Patterson about the upcoming high school football season. Let's move into it, Darren. 2019, what are you expecting? What are some of the teams you think are going to make an impact this year?
I'm excited, man. I want to see Williamson.
Okay.
I want to see Williamson and what they've got coming back. They were all like freshmen and sophomores last year.
Right.
And now Sumter is just so happy to have 50 guys out. He was having guys go both ways.
Correct.
Now he's got guys that he can actually platoon in and kind of hone their skills a little bit. I'm anxious to see Viger. I really am, because that they're going to be athletes.
Exactly.
Coach Holly at Blunt, he's real coy. He's playing it coy. I told him I'm not falling for that.
I got you.
He is ready this year, locked and loaded, to make up for last year.
I just want to touch on that. I actually had Wilson as my sleeper team for the season. I know it's not a sleeper team for us in the media world, but in the community of Mobile, I don't think everyone realized what Wilson had last year and what they bringing back and what they were able to do. So I think with the coaching staff that Coach Something has over there and the athlete that he has, Wilson might go real deep in the playoff this year.
All right. Last year, Theodore knocked off McGill in that region game, big game, first loss McGill had in over 3 years, and Theodore took the region. How about 7A? How you think it's stacking up, Jack?
That's a tough one. That's a tough division. I mean, 7A is going to give you the best of the best.
Right. Yeah. All right, Jack, tell people how can they reach you or get in contact with you at 251.
My phone number is the best way to reach me. It's 251-454-6300. Also, you can reach me on all social media platforms. That's TheAthlete251, or in my email, theathlete@gmail.com.
And Darren, how can they get in contact with you?
Right Stuff Communications, WRITESTUF, 1F. Communications, rightstuff.com.
All right, well, I appreciate you guys taking our time, and I know I will see you guys on the field this season.
It's football season.
Don't know what I do.
Stick with us. We'll have more for you.
All right.
Flower Fantasies Florist and Gifts is a friendly florist. We strive to satisfy our customers for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and personal attention during your time of need. Sympathy flowers is our passion. Set the stage with beautiful flowers for romantic moments and taking time to smell your flowers. Flower Fantasies Florist and Gifts. Call us 251-344-2882.
Prestige Event Center is the place for your dream event. Weddings, concerts, balls, birthday parties, reunions, church events, conferences. Whatever you envision, Prestige will assist in making your dream come true. Each event is created to your custom specifications with the focus on hospitality and budget. Prestige has many designs to choose from in their all-new facility. Come by for a tour. Prestige Event Center exceeds all your expectations.
Hi guys, and girls of course. We are here today to do just as we promised, to show you what's right when you wear white. It's your girl, the Bam's in the building.
And it's your boy, Eric Javon.
So, we are here live at Prestige Event Center, ready to show you the right way to wear white. As you can see, a lot of people think that if you say, I'm going to wear white, you're supposed to wear all white. But if you look at Eric Javon, he has on the white t-shirt because guess what? A white t-shirt rocks out anything. But he did the jacket with the detail on it, simple navy blue jeans, and he brought in the detail of the jacket with his shoes. But the white t-shirt, in my opinion, is what sets it off because as I know, white makes everything look right.
And I love a white t-shirt. I literally can wear a white t-shirt every day. 365.
And that's the thing, a lot of people think, you have white t-shirts, it's a white t-shirt, they all look alike. They really don't. They have different cuts, they have different lengths. As you can see, mine has a V-neck, Eric's has a crew neck. It does make a difference.
And as you can see with you, I love how you did the all white, head to toe, with the little accent of
a little heavenly.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, a little
angelic.
Bit. Just a little bit.
But then you also put that denim in there just to spice it up a little bit, just to give it that urban touch to it. Then you match it off with the shoes.
Ow.
So listen, with white, you can never go wrong when pairing it with another white piece.
And I think that Eric is speaking a different language. He said you can never go wrong, but he meant wrong.
See, I didn't think you was going to catch that, but it was wrong. But it's fine, because you know what? That was wrong, but this white
is right.
Is right.
Okay. Someone else that has their white right is Kurt.
Gah. Did you see it?
Did you see it?
I did see it. And
so they should see it.
They should. So let's show it to them. So see here, Kurt has on a nice suit with this white t-shirt. But to not make it look so casual, he tucked it in, belted it with matching belt and shoes. So he went from just a street t-shirt down to the boardroom. So he can do it. You can rock a white t-shirt any way you want to.
You can wear it casual. You can wear it professionally. It's up to you. It's all about how you put it together. So now that you've seen 3 different ways you can wear white t-shirts, you ready to show them a few more looks, Eric Javon?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go. We'll be right back. Voila!
And we're back.
And we're back. Eric Javon. Okay. So you took the dress up your tee. Okay.
Date night ready.
I like that. I like the way that you put on the dress shoes, but you still have your denim, which is like a gray wash, your white crew t-shirt, and this blazer. So you could actually wear that to a business meeting, a dinner meeting, a date, or whatever, what have you. This is one of those types of outfits that could work in any setting. You could wear that to Essence. I mean, you better.
And see, I like that we're both rocking a crew neck today. See, I know you had on the V-neck last time, but see, some ladies think a crew neck is sometimes a little too manly. It don't show it or open up their neckline too much. But see, your crew neck, it still shows your neck. And I like that you did it with the all white.
Well, you know, just like sometimes you can change it up. If you want to do a white tee and colors, you can. Or if you want to do all white and a pop of color. Because as you can see, I'm tying in my belt with my shoes, but I did the gold accent jewelry to tie it all together. So it's all about how you choose to play on it. But as far as the V-neck, that's true. Some women like the deep cut. Some like the uppercut. You know, it's up to you.
As long as it's cut.
As long as it's cut. Speaking of cut, let's cut to the beautiful Raquel donning all white. Now what you see here, Raquel is showing off her crew neck t-shirt that is tied in the front. It's up to you. You can tie it in the front or on the side, or you can wear it loose. It's up to you.
Or you can tie it in the back.
Or the back. Absolutely. It really doesn't matter how you choose to rock it, because you rock it in what you're comfortable in. But as you can see, Raquel is on her fitted skinny leg jeans that have the distressed knee with the slit, but As you can see, I have on mine that doesn't have the slit knee. So it's all about how you choose to put it together. And she had to tie in that mean bead on that face. You see the gold accent in her eyelashes bring out the brown in her skin along with her accent jewelry. So it's all about how you choose to make your accents work for you. Doesn't she look awesome?
And so that's why I love white t-shirts so much.
You can do
dress
so much.
up,
They're so
dress
versatile.
down. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely, absolutely.
As long as you have a white tee, grab your favorite pair of jeans, ladies, your favorite heels, your favorite accessories, put it together, instant outfit, no matter where you are.
That's right. So now that we've showed them the right way to rock white, we may as well celebrate.
Right.
Why not?
Not on camera. Won't
Bye,
catch us
y'all.
slipping.
We're
We're
gonna
out.
do this off camera.
We out. We out.
Gulf Coast Cremation and Funerals, now serving the entire Gulf Coast. Your loved one is in our care at all times. Meaningful, appropriate, affordable. 7000 Bellingraph Road, Mobile, Alabama. 251-653-1421.
Hello, hello everyone. It is your girl, the Bams, once again back with the Nspire U Network. And it is such an honor and a pleasure today because I'm co-hosting with my beautiful mother, Candace. But it's an even bigger honor and pleasure to be sitting here with some of the most debonair men of Mobile, Alabama, or should I say classic men of Mobile, Alabama. How are you today, gentlemen?
Good. How about
Good. I'm great. Thank you for asking. And with us today, we have Patrick Pettaway of DJ Tech Entertainment. We have Dominique Haston with Hayes Production, and we have Rashad Nicholas with Dreams to Reality Entertainment. Gentlemen, the Classic Man event, huh?
Yes.
You know, I had to put my blaze on, you know, the child, I know what to do.
You knew they were gonna come clean.
Well, thank you. So I know that this is your second year for the Classic Man. Is that correct, or is it third? Correct me. Fourth. Awesome. So tell me, how did the Classic Man start?
Actually, it started a couple of years ago, back in September at Tag Bar and Lounge. It was a celebration for my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's being held in September. And as the event began to grow, I wanted the event to grow, so I brought Tech along, and we've been to the Zaire Manor, we've been to the locale, and we've also brought Rashad and along as well for the Dreams to Reality Entertainment, and now we're at the fairgrounds. So this is our fourth year putting it on.
Okay, big hitters doing big things. That's what I'm talking about. Mobile is on the map, y'all. So tell me, when you decided for your birthday you wanted to do the Classic Man event, what made you say, this is how I want it done? Guys in suits, upscale, boss type of event.
Well, I mean, a lot of times you go out, you can pretty much wear regular clothes to an event or to a party. So I wanted to put a signature on this event. Not only are we wearing suits, but we're promoting tailored suits.
When you attend the Classic Man event, what should one expect? If you've never attended, what should one expect?
I mean, it's really a nice event as far as how you dress. You basically just want to present yourself and whatever you feel the best version of yourself for that night. You don't have to wear a suit. You don't have to wear a tie. We just ask that no jeans are be worn. So we call it classic attire.
Awesome, gotcha. So I do have a question for Rashad. Tell me, since you were not a part of the initial Classic Man, how does it feel to be a part now?
Actually, I love it. I dress up all the time, so it was perfect.
It was perfect for you.
I
Fit
dress
right
how
in.
I want to be addressed, so I dress
Yeah.
up all the time, so it was perfect.
Awesome.
And
So
we've been doing stuff together anyway, me and him, so it's kind
Yeah.
of easy flow.
make it just go ahead and mend together. So
Right.
from a perspective of what you bring to the event, what would you like our listeners to know on your behalf?
Well, everybody pretty much knows me as the one that dresses up all the time. If it's a casual event, if it's out to eat, me and Eric go out all the time. I'm always dressing up, and y'all know he does too. So
Yes.
it's just something I do. They can look forward to me doing something like I always do.
Gotcha.
Dress up.
Understood. That makes total sense. So the Classic Man event, what day is it on this year?
It's on a Saturday.
What's the date of that?
September the 14th.
September 14th. And where can you purchase tickets?
You can purchase tickets from myself, Rashad, or DJ Tech, but we also have a promotional team of Classic Men. So there are several of us that are pushing the tickets, and they'll also be at G's Haberdashery, which is 2771 Spring Hill Avenue.
Got it. And as far as ticket pricing, what are we looking at?
You're looking at $20 for general admission tickets, $200 for a table of 10. This is a BYOB event. You also have a VIP event where we provide free food, and free drinks. And those are $40 or $3.20 for a table of 8.
Nice, nice. Well, it sounds like an exceptional event. And I know my beautiful co-host over there, you have something you like to add.
I do, because my favorite part of any event is the entertainment. And I understand that you're going to have some great entertainment with DJ Tech. So let me ask you this question, because I'm a little more on the seasoned side. The music that you're playing, is it going to pertain to a certain age group? Are you playing all genres of music, all age groups of music?
Well, you know, I consider myself a well-rounded DJ.
I agree.
So I'm going to play a little bit of everything. So I'll probably end up starting up with maybe R&B, some old school, get into my swing out set, you know, blues. And we're going to eventually go to, but I'm going to mix it up all night. We're going to do some slides, we're going to swing, we're going to do everything.
Okay.
So, I mean, pretty much, I'm just going to handle the crowd. I read the crowd.
And if I could add, we was talking about entertainment. I just want to also point out that we do have an exciting host, Mr. Cardell, that will be hosting Classic Man. So I'm excited about him being the host as well as Tech being. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we love Mr. Campbell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, excited. I get more and more excited as we sit here and talk about it. But do you gentlemen have anything else you would like to share, or would you like the listeners to know?
The Classic Man, the 4th annual Classic Man event is Saturday, September the 14th at the fairground. It's brought to you by myself, Haste Productions, DJ Tech, and Dreams to Reality. This is our 4th annual event. It's a BYOB event, and we also have general admission and VIP tickets. The VIP tickets come with free food and free drinks.
Awesome. And the most important piece, what time does the party kick off?
It kicks off at 9 o'clock. Until 2 a.m.
Awesome, let's do it. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure you are too.
Absolutely,
with your
we will be there on the red carpet.
So until then, we look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the Classic Man event. And we thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And we'll see you all next time.
Yeah.